Okay, well, welcome to another episode of The Silly Kitchen. I love when I have guests in the kitchen because not only do I get to make them do half the work, but I also learn a lot and I get to experience a new product or item. So welcome, Cecile.
Bonjour, Célia.
Oh. We have to do it like the French. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, that was so sweet. You are representing Henry's Tempeh today, and I am very new to this product. I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, what is this? So, what is tempeh?
Well, first, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
And yes, I represent Henry's Tempeh. And Henry's has been around for 17 years in Kitchener-Waterloo.
Oh, wow.
So it's not a new thing.
It's not a new it's new to me.
Yeah, but it's new to a lot of people because for some reason, like I've just been hired not too long ago, and I'm just realizing like, but nobody really knows what tempeh is, which to me is a mystery.
So, well, it's when I automatically heard tempeh, my thought was like tofu? But
well,
kind of, sort of, but not really.
Yeah. Well, it's actually you could tell that you could say that it's a cousin of tofu,
sure,
so to speak.
Yeah.
Basically, if I take this piece of tempeh, which is cake-like, it's actually a soy-based product, just like tofu. Tofu is made out of soy milk.
Right.
So you add a coagulant, you press it, and just like cheese, it becomes this block of tempeh that we all know, white thing that doesn't taste like.
Sponges.
Tempeh, if you look at it here, if I open it, you can see the whole soybean.
Yeah, you can see like it's very nice texture.
So it's made out of soybeans that we cook. Once they're cooked, we drain the water, cool them down, and then we add a culture. Tempeh is a fermented product. We add something that's called rhizopus, oligosporus.
I'm not gonna try.
It's actually a fungi-like culture that is very specific to tempeh making.
Okay.
And basically, we inoculate, so we add the culture to the beans, then we mix them well. We stick them in incubators and overnight, about 20 hours, and you saw that.
And actually, yes, I was going to say, I actually visited your facility. I got to see where the magic happens, and it's really cool. It's complicated but simple at the same time. It was really interesting to see.
Well, and it has a very unique taste. So again, compared to tofu, if we do that, it has a very distinctive, unique taste. And so it's kind of like nutty, cheesy.
I would say earthy. Like it's definitely very earthy, and it has those kind of elements too. So Cecile, what kind of things do you like making with tempeh?
Well, I have to confess, I have a tempeh addiction. I really do.
Well, I would hope so. I mean,
it's a good thing I do actually.
Yes.
I think I eat a little bit too much. But people think that soya is like kind of not that great for their health, but I'm actually a proof that it's fine. It's good. I eat it almost every day because I'm the recipe developer for the company. So, and a good thing I like it because I'm creating always new recipes.
Yes, I see on Instagram there's always posts of new things. I'm like, oh, what did you make?
Well, I brought you some surprises this morning. So we're just gonna talk about this because otherwise this is gonna be way too long. So basically, why eating soybeans? Why eating tempeh? Because it's made out of soybeans, and soybeans are very high in protein.
Ooh, I knew it was protein.
Yeah. So basically, you don't have to be vegan, vegetarian, flexitarian, or whatever the hell. You can just
whatever the hell you are.
You could actually use tempeh to replace meat, even if you're not these people.
And you know what? It's true. I'm not a vegetarian. I do like meat, but I also love my vegetables. I love having protein come from different areas as well, because I don't necessarily eat meat every single day. And this is filling, like eggs and meat, and that it still gives you that healthy protein.
And the people that I meet at like shows and demos and whatnot are telling me, well, you know, I want to cut down on my meat consumption. Hey, perfect.
Hashtag Meatless Monday.
Yeah. Or Tempeh Thursday.
There you go. You can do it
Tuesday.
Tempeh every day. So what did you make? This doesn't look like tempeh at all.
A very famous eggless salad for vegans is made out of chickpeas.
Oh.
instead of the
egg salad, no egg.
hard-boiled eggs.
Ah, okay.
I love egg salad.
Me too.
So, you're gonna have to try that.
Okay.
So anyways.
Hang on. She's coming back. I'm getting a spoon so I can try this.
So basically, I got the idea of like replacing the eggs with tempeh.
Okay, but now I see other things. I see yellow. How did you make this?
Well, just like you would do a
Tempeh?
tempeh, mayonnaise, some gherkins. Oh, I love gherkins.
I'm Polish. I love my pickles.
And then we use them a lot in French cuisine. And shallots that I chopped.
Okay, well, I'm not waiting. I'm
And there's a
gonna have
little bit of apple cider vinegar. And so basically, you can take tempeh and crumble it just like that. Easy peasy.
It actually kind of tastes like egg salad.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little
But it's a little
crunchier.
yeah, it's a little denser, but that is tasty.
Isn't that cool? But that's a great way of having like really...
The gherkins. I just
Yeah,
got
you
them. Oh yeah. Okay, and what's the second thing you brought? I love surprises.
Hummus.
Ah, well yeah, hummus is normally made from chickpeas.
Oui. So soybeans.
I love it.
Soybeans are legumes, just like chickpeas.
Perfect.
Same family. So
It
all I
looks
did-
exactly like hummus.
Now, do try it. The only thing is there's like organic garlic in it, and I think I overdid it. It's pretty.
So what you're saying is I'm gonna have bad breath after this.
And so basically exactly the same thing. I used.
But again, a little nuttier, a little.
I actually used.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have bad breath. There's a lot of garlic in that. I love it. It's crazy. It's good. It's so good. That I would put that on a sandwich.
Oh yeah. So extra protein.
Extra protein, yeah. So you made some great recipes, but we want to show the people a couple recipes as well that they can do. We picked two very simple recipes. So the first thing we're gonna do is a simple like root veggie bake with using the tempeh as our protein.
Yeah, because again, from the shows and the demos that I'm doing, people are always like, oh, but what do I do with tempeh? So my goal is to try to find recipes that everybody can relate to, and also I know a lot of us don't like cooking and spend too much time in the kitchen.
Well, a lot of people feel like it's a chore, right? Yes. And you have to prepare for it, you have to shop for it. But this recipe is simple. You're just gonna grab some vegetables, some potatoes, cut them up, and we're gonna roast them with the tempeh. Now, we did actually steam the tempeh first, so I'm gonna grab that.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh yeah, so let's talk about steaming tempeh.
Yes, so
okay.
what all we did was put a little bit of water in a pan, and we have this little steaming tray inside of it.
Let's get this thing out.
Yeah, perfect.
So basically this is a collapsible steamer. You probably all know this gizmo. So what happens with tempeh when you take it out of the package, because we vacuum seal tempeh, which means you can actually keep it in your fridge for 4 months.
Oh wow, the shelf life is awesome.
It's crazy. Now vacuum sealing makes the tempeh very like...
Yeah, so I can see when we steamed it, now it has a little more bounce to it.
Yeah, so all we have done is to put some cold water, set the
temperature, on medium
heat, and in less than 10 minutes, the steam came along and
just kind of made it a little more open.
Well, it's like when you go to the beautician. You know, when she does...
Yes, all your pores. We opened all the pores of the tempeh.
Totally.
Okay, perfect. So all we have to do now is cut it into smaller pieces. What I like to do, I have a lemon and herb. Yeah, please, just chop, girl. This is why you're doing all the work. So I've had O&V on the show before, so I love their olive oils. I'm just gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the pan. It's lemon and herb flavored, and then we're gonna throw on all the tempeh and then all of our root vegetables on here as well. Okay, so what vegetables are we using with the tempeh?
It's the winter, and I love my root veggies.
Oh, I love root
They
veggies.
go extremely well with tempeh, especially potatoes. I don't know, it's just that earthy thing that you were talking about. So here's a little rutabaga.
Rutabaga.
Turnip. Because basically when you do a sheet pan, that's what I call this thing, tempeh sheet pan, you can put anything you want.
And whatever you have in your pantry, whatever you have in your fridge, whatever is kicking around, all your root vegetables will work for this.
And frankly, don't sweat it. It doesn't have to be too many, it can be just 3.
Yeah.
Which way? This way. Okay. What's happening? We don't really have time. Nobody has time nowadays. So the smaller,
the faster it cooks.
Exactly.
Was that a trick question? Because I got it right.
Exactly.
I love it.
Okay, onions.
Because we should all be chefs at home. I love the idea of people cooking more at home. We don't need to go through the drive-through. We can do this in 15 minutes instead of eating something bad.
And frankly, look at all the food, like 1 rutabaga, 1 turnip, 2 potatoes, 1 package of tempeh, 2 onions, I love my onions, and I'm gonna actually chop them quite big chunks. And look at all the food it makes.
It's gonna make a nice bowl of food.
Yeah, and you can reheat this, like you can make a big batch and reheat it the next day just in a pan.
Yeah.
Fry it again with oil.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
And you're just reheating it.
And I brought you celeriac. I don't know, so I cut it in already cut, but
yes.
I don't know if you all know this thing, this weird
Celeriac. I call it celeriac, but it's celeriac.
It's just this amazing root vegetable.
It's another great root vegetable.
That actually goes super well with.
I've made soup out of it.
Oh, potato soup with celeriac. Oh.
How are you not crying from those onions? Because my eyes are getting watery.
I think it's because I've got contacts.
Oh, this is so beautiful. So your chopping skills are excellent. I'm glad that you did that work.
Thank
you
you.
said we need more olive oil.
For it.
I was gonna do that anyway.
You know what? Don't be scared with oil. Oil is good
lovely.
for you,
It's
especially
lovely.
these beautiful products.
Oh, more.
Okay, you said
Salt and pepper, S&P.
and be generous with your salt as well. Why?
I love salt.
Yeah, I love salt too. Potatoes need a lot of salt, and tempeh doesn't have any salt.
That's right, actually, and it will absorb that salt nicely.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can actually decide how much you want.
Perfect.
Um.
And you brought us some herbs. Herbs de Provence. That's not how you say it, is it?
Herbes de Provence.
Hold on. I'll try. I can probably do an accent. Herbes de Provence.
Oh, she's brand new.
Oh, look at you. Fancy. You brought us a
It's
brand
my
new.
mom that brings me this when she visits.
Oh, that smells
Isn't that
so
fabulous?
beautiful.
So it's got thyme and rosemary and what else?
Oh, and then you
Oregon.
put your face in here and you could just smell everything. Ooh.
Okay.
So that's it. We mix it all up and we throw it in the oven. I preheated the oven to 395 because we're gonna get a nice roast on these.
Oh, look at that.
You could do 350 for a little longer if you want. You could do 325 or do whatever you want.
You know what?
We're going 395, probably about 15-20 minutes.
Every oven is different. I would say at least 25, 30
20,
minutes.
25? All right. You're going to make my patience wait for this. I'm not good at patience, Cecile. Okay, so for the second recipe that we're making with tempeh, we're actually going to make croutons. So I've done this because you gave me the idea to do this, and I love salads. But, you know, as much as I love bread, I wanted to put some protein in my salad, and this turned out perfect. So all we did was we cut up some of the tempeh again.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put it in a frying pan.
That's all there is to it.
Perfect.
Like, I can't make this recipe simpler. All there is to it is this,
And some tempeh.
some oil and tempeh.
Perfect. Well, let's turn this on.
Let's do it.
I'll bring you some tempeh.
So not too high. Like, I don't know your stovetop, so we'll...
Usually around the 6 area is how I make croutons.
Okay, and again, be generous with your oil because tempeh is not gonna render any oil. So basically it's gonna more like absorb it. So you're gonna have to add oil in the process.
Yes. And it makes it nice and crispy. Can I throw it in yet or should we wait till a little warmer? I like when it's a little hotter.
Yeah.
I'll just stand here. Well, I didn't think this one through. Sugar. Okay, I better put these in.
Go. And so basically...
We just won't touch it, and then it'll get crispy on the one side.
Voila, exactly.
You touched it! I'm just kidding, I don't care.
So basically all we're gonna do is wait until it crisps up.
This is the most difficult recipe I've ever done in the silly kitchen. Literally, cut your tempeh.
It's crazy.
Put it in a frying pan with olive oil.
Yeah.
Wait. Speaking of which, when I need more tempeh, where do I go buy it?
Well, so we've been around for 17 years and it started in health food stores.
Yes.
Mainly.
Makes
like
sense.
like Food Circle, and Food Circle I think was one of the first kind. And then, I mean, there's tons of them now, right, out there, like Goodness Me, Phil had, there's probably others, like I'm new to town, so. And as of very recently, we are in Metro, Food Basics and Farm Boy.
There's tons of those stores here in the region if people want to get it. Now, what about people that aren't in Kitchener-Waterloo? Can they get this stuff?
Yes, because of Metro and Food Basics.
Because you're in Ontario, in Canada?
We are like all over Ontario, and these stores are all over the place.
Yeah.
Look at that, they become so crispy.
They're almost ready. They look pretty good. Yeah. I like the way you roll, because my favorite part of cooking is eating. Okay, so we let this sit in the oven for 20-25 minutes or so. If you want to finish it up and give it a nice crisp, you can put it on broil for the last couple of minutes.
Just put your timer on.
Oh, guys, it smells so good.
It's interesting to use root veggies and Provence, herb de Provence, because it's a bit of
Provence.
It's a little bit of summer mixed in with winter.
Yeah, it's nice and fresh, and I mean the olive oil that we used has a little bit of lemon in it too, so it freshens it up. But these herbs are so aromatic.
So remember, you can mix any veggies together that you like.
Yeah.
And any seasoning.
Yeah, you can really do whatever you want with it because it's totally up to you, and the tempeh, like you said, absorbs the flavor.
Exactly.
So, we made a lot of this. Look
at all the food.
This is dinner.
Yeah, you can feed at least 6 people out of this. Because the thing with tempeh, it's very nutritious. Like, it's very filling.
And it's I was just gonna say that because it's so high in protein, you definitely do not feel hungry. Plus, you've got some good potatoes and root vegetables to help with that too.
So, of course, you could have something else on the side. But
like a steak.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Or a nice salad, a nice coleslaw, like a sort of a cabbage style.
Oh, you're speaking my language there. Yeah. So you know that cooking leads to eating. So we've already tried croutons. I'm just gonna have one more for fun. And now we have to try the root vegetable. I gotta get a little bit of everything.
I love potatoes. Now, do make sure to add enough salt. Like, I'm a salt addict as well as a tempeh addict. And
those herbs.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm gonna leave some for you.
Thank you. And on that note, since you're giving me something, we want to give you something. Don't be scared of tempeh. Try it, and we're gonna give you the opportunity to try it because you are giving away
not just one, not just two, a full case of tempeh.
Oh my god!
Which means 12 pieces. I'll do an assortment, and that's basically 3 kilos of tempeh.
You know, 3 kilos.
Yeah.
So head over to the Silly Kitchen on Instagram. I'm gonna put the link here in the YouTube video as well. Go get your chance to win a box of tempeh and try it. I will cook with you if you need some help. I'll also eat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Let me just chew.
That was fun.
It was tons of fun. Thank you so much. I'm introduced to tempeh and I love it. I hope you guys get a chance to try it. See you next time.
Au revoir.